Welcome into the Players Lounge, where today we're going to talk some Temple football. And who better to join us than the quarterback himself, Anthony Russo. Anthony, great to have you here in the studio to catch up with you at this halfway point in the season. I know you guys are on your bye week, so good to have some time. But your team got off to that 0-2 start. You got the ball in that third game of the season on the road at Maryland. What were the nerves and excitement like leading up to kickoff of that game?
I think it was a lot more excitement than nerves, being my first competitive game, really since I played my senior year of high school. So being able to go out there, get the nod, get the start in my first game. The thing I really remember the most was the support that my teammates gave me throughout the entire game. Always assuring me they had my back no matter what. The defense always telling me no matter what, I have your back. Just being able to go out there with the support of them, kind of keep me poised, keep me calm out on the field, and then go out and get a great team win against Maryland. I think that was the thing I really remember the most, was all the support that I had from my teammates throughout that, and really throughout the entire season.
Last week, you were able to lead your team back in the fourth quarter against Cincinnati to take that game into overtime and obviously win in the end. What did you learn about your team in the fourth quarter?
I think I really learned just how tough we are. We always preach Temple tough around here, and a big thing about being Temple tough is no matter what the situation is, winning or losing, you have to go out every play and do your job, know your assignment, and do your job at a high level. And I think we weren't too worried about the scoreboard. We were just worried about going out, taking each play individual, taking each play as its own. I think that allowed us to kind of make that comeback. But I think it just really shows how tough we are, and when the going gets tough, we're just going to keep our head down and keep working.
Your team has won 5 of the last 6 with you as the starter. Why has your team been able to turn this season around after such a slow start?
I think it's just us coming together as a team. Everything's kind of clicking for us right now. Our offensive line has been playing amazing. I think we've given up single-digit sacks the entire season, playing against some great defensive lines. Our receivers, we have a ton of receivers making great plays on the outside. I think another big reason is the success our defense has been having. I just saw they're leading the country in 3-and-outs, constantly getting turnovers, getting us the ball back. So I think we're starting to have everything click. Our special teams is doing a great job. So I think it just took everyone to kind of get on the same page. I think that came from within the team, everyone just working together and to get on the same page. And we've been able to do that so far. We're just trying to keep that ball rolling.
You've given your team a lot of credit, your defense a lot of credit, but you yourself personally, where have you seen the most improvement in your game, in a game-by-game basis, as you've gotten more settled into your role?
I think the biggest thing I've noticed about myself is just the leadership aspect. I think now that I have a couple games under my belt, I kind of am able to step up as a leader a little bit more, be a little bit more vocal on the sidelines, kind of get the team going. I think a big step for me was this week against Cincinnati. I think when the going got tough, especially for me with a couple late interceptions, I think being able to step up as that leader and be a little bit more vocal with the trust that I have from my teammates is something that I've really been able to build on, and I hope to continue to build on it.
After that 0-2 start that we mentioned, your team finds itself sitting at 4-0 in conference play. How does that turnaround correlate with the Temple tough mentality?
Like I said earlier, we just said when the going gets tough, it doesn't matter. We're going to keep our head down and continue to work. So, losing the first 2 games of the season was tough, but we knew we just had to work that much harder. So we continue to watch extra film, do extra work in the weight room, prepare even harder each week. And then we just continue to have the mentality of going 1-0 each week, just focusing on us, doing our own jobs, taking each play individually, and just focusing 1 week at a time. I think we've been successful with that so far. And we just want to keep that same mentality going forward.
After this bye week, next up, you're on the road at undefeated UCF, a huge conference game, especially in the East Division. Why is your team in a position at this point in the year to walk away from Orlando with a win?
I think we have a great team chemistry going right now. I think we have a lot of confidence, and we're going to play one of the best teams in college football the past 2 seasons in UCF, playing in a great atmosphere down there in their stadium. It's going to be loud. It's going to be packed. But right now we're very confident in how we're playing in all phases of the game, on offense, on defense, and on special teams. And we don't try and focus as much on who we're playing, more of what we're doing. We try not to beat ourselves with penalties and negative plays. And continue to have the mentality of 1-0 each week. But we're very confident, and we're going to go down there and try to go 1-0 next week.
after UCF, it doesn't get any easier on the road at Houston and then back at home against USF. How has the beginning of the season prepared your team for your toughest stretch yet this year?
Yeah, this is going to be a tough stretch for us. We knew from the beginning of the season that the end of the season was going to be a tough stretch. But like you said, I think what happened in the beginning of the season and the adversity that we came across really helped us grow as a team and kind of prepare us for this stretch that we have coming up. You know, with these tough games, playing in some hostile environments, I think the adversity that we've been able to overcome so far this season gives us the confidence to go into these environments and play as a team with confidence.
So we want to get to know you and your team a little bit. Temple, obviously known for a lot of traditions. You have the single-digit jerseys on defense. I believe it's the turnover board on the sideline. But are there any traditions you do on offense as a team?
We don't. You know, one of our big traditions, which is more of a practice thing, is whenever you score a touchdown, a big man has to celebrate. So we get some pretty funky, pretty funny celebrations here from the offensive line, the big guys during practice. But on Saturday, it's strictly business for the offense. We just want to do our jobs and put as many points up as we can.
We have to ask you about your head coach. Jeff Collins, I think, has made it known that he's probably one of the maybe the swaggiest coaches in college football the past couple of years, between the fashion on the sidelines, obviously the social media stuff. But what is the swaggiest thing Coach Collins does, in your opinion, maybe on a daily basis?
I think the swaggiest thing, I'd say probably the outfit changes. You know, Coach Collins comes out to practice every day with something, and it's always looking good, no matter what it is. He's one of the only dudes I know that can never wear socks and make it look good all the time. Normally, that's not a great look, but every day he comes out to practice, he's got a different jumpsuit, a different pair of Under Armour sneakers, something. So I think just trying to keep up with all the attire he has, not many people can compete with that. It's pretty cool.
So he definitely made it known that he never wears socks. Have you ever caught him wearing socks, even in like the winter in Philadelphia, ever?
Never seen him wear them once. No dress socks, no sports socks, nothing. He's always wearing those socks. I don't know how his feet aren't cold, but he's got the heat on his feet to keep him warm, I guess.
Temple tough. Temple tough.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, Anthony. Well, thank you for giving us an inside look to your team, and we wish you the best of luck the rest of the way. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.